We are going to do another unboxing today, another one for bolt action, and this is their offering for the Russian Komsomolets, which is, I put up a picture at the beginning of the video, which is a little, what they call an armored personnel carrier. Really what it was sort of an armored tractor. It was a, it was used kind of like the Lend-Lease Bren carrier. It was basically a way to get infantry from point A to point B. Now this was armored. This was kind of neat. And let's take a look and see what they give us. They give us basically 4 parts. First part is the gun. And this is a little machine gun that goes in the front. Next part is your chassis. And this is a pretty nice little resin casting of it. Your top and your sides look pretty nice and clean. There's no real warping to speak of. As you get toward the bottom, it starts to look, well, amateurish almost. The casting's nice, and again, when you think of it, stuff is for a game miniature, okay. But then put this in perspective. This sells for roughly $30. And what kind of a kit do you get from Dragon or Hobby Boss or Tamiya in 1/48 or 1/32 scale or 1/35 scale for that price? And then you start to wonder. This is one of the track sets. Again, the top, front, and sides look pretty decent. Your bottom is clearly where the casting is poured in. It's warped, as you can see there. I could probably heat it up, twist it back, and it will go on like that. And it goes on. There will be a gap the way this goes in, so the track actually goes straight, and this flares up just a little when you look at the original. But I'm not sure that it's actually built that way with that in mind. Here's your other track. And again, it looks decent, but also warped. So I can heat it up. I could soften it up and straighten it out if I want. But I like the kit. Considering it's, again, the only game in town. If you want one, that's pretty much your only option for bolt action. Now, what I plan to do with this is turn this into the Zeiss 30, which remove these seats, put a little armored housing here, and then mounted a Zeiss 2 anti-tank gun to the top of it. Early in the war, the Russians had a lot of people, but not a lot of armor and not a lot of anti-armor. And the Zeiss 30 was a response for that. It was they took these tractors and just mounted anti-tank guns to them, artillery guns, and drove them around and shot at tanks. They built about 100 of them, and then the factory that was making these stopped making these and moved on to making tanks. So by about mid-42, these were pretty much either knocked out, shot up, or out of the war. They were useful at the time, and I intend to make one and use one in my army specifically because, again, it's Russian inventive engineering at its best. So ugly it is cool. But that is the Warlord Games offering for the Komsomolets armored personnel carrier creature. It's kind of funny. It was armored in that your driver was armored and your machine gunner was armored, but your infantry just sort of rode on the back. It might as well have been riding on the back of a light tank. So there you go. I hope this helps. Thank you very much.